has barely emerged from one brutal heat wave, and now another crisis is hitting. Across the continent, relentless drought is draining fields, drying up pasture, and pushing farmers into a fight for survival. What started as a heat emergency is now becoming a full-blown agricultural crisis. For farmers, the damage is already devastating. In Hungary, vast stretches of grazing land have turned dry and barren, leaving livestock with far less pasture to feed on. Farmers are being forced to bring in feed much earlier, adding heavy costs just as the land becomes less productive.
Even though I have the right amount of land for this number of animals, they can't graze half as much as they did 4 to 5 years ago. There was water here. Every spring, the canals and lowlands were filled up. There were quite a lot of wet land and meadows here. Once upon a time, our parents, grandparents grew reeds here, but they even fished in these areas.
Crop farmers are taking a direct hit too. In the Netherlands, potatoes are shrinking and carrots are drying out, with some crops becoming difficult to harvest because the soil is so parched. In the Czech Republic, heat is stunting hops, while Italy's drought-hit Po Basin is putting rice production under severe water stress.
In July, we had just 5 millimeters of rain, and in August we could end up with virtually none. So in just 2 months, we're looking at a rainfall deficit of around 180 millimeters. We were already dealing with a deficit from the winter and from last year, so we're just continuing to build up that shortfall. And now it's starting to become critical.
And farmers are being squeezed from both sides. Drought is cutting the amount they can produce while simultaneously increasing the cost of keeping their farms running. More animal feed, irrigation, crop losses, and damaged harvests are eating into already tight margins. In some regions, water restrictions are making it impossible to simply irrigate their way out of the crisis.
The crop has actually deteriorated about a month earlier than normal, to the point where almost all the greenery has disappeared from the field. That has simply caused the potatoes to be much smaller. Normally, they should be around 10 centimeters, and some are still about 8 centimeters, but many are only half that size, around 5 or 6 centimeters. And for the potatoes destined to become fries, that's actually just a little too small.
The warning for Europe's farmers is stark. Another extreme summer is leaving farms with less water, weaker harvests, and higher costs, while repeated drought is steadily eroding the land's ability to recover. This is no longer just about surviving one bad season. For farmers across Europe, the fight is becoming about whether their farms can survive the next one.